Well, hello everyone. How are you doing? If you follow my channel, all of my subscribers, you'll notice I didn't post a video last week, and I should have. So I'm getting back on with an update for what was going on last week, and then a new video for this week. I was working on the last sermon series of a 4-part series in Habakkuk. We took a look at this short prophetic book. There's only 3 chapters. We broke it down. An intro and kind of the first complaint the first week, God's response, and then Habakkuk's second complaint from God's response was the second week. The third week was God's second response, kind of his last word. And then the fourth and final week of the sermon series was this psalm, this response that Habakkuk writes in chapter 3. We explored all sorts of things about how God's justice is not our justice, about how God's last word is not our destruction. We saw that God is the king of the righteous, which puts a lot of questions about, well, who is righteous? What is righteousness? And we see God's righteousness reflected. And then we saw that God gives strength to endure, maybe not the strength to change our circumstances, but the strength to endure those circumstances. All the while, it gives us a great opportunity to recognize our trust in God, our faith in God, who is righteous, how do we take righteousness, how can we look forward to God's justice with hope and not fear. And so it culminated in a reflection on Jesus. So Habakkuk doesn't know anything about Jesus. He just has this immense trust in God. So if there's going to be hope in God's justice, if there's going to be salvation, it's going to come from God and not from ourselves. And then we know that further illustrated in the New Testament with Jesus Christ. So we spent some time, we took communion together, reflecting on what Christ has done for us and how we can hold on to God with that trust because of what he has done, how he's demonstrated it to us. And so we hold out to him in hope. So that's what I was doing last week. Stay tuned. I've got another video for you for this week.